Good evening, everybody. Welcome. My name is Michael Morgan. I am the chair of the Educational Affairs Committee here in the Southern California section of the ACS. I am also the AP chemistry teacher at Bravo Medical Magnet in East LA. Welcome. This is the third time now that we've done one of these virtually, and I hope the last. We hope to return to our in-person event next year. So please help me in welcoming the chair of the section, Dr. Thomas Mathew of the Local Hydrocarbon Institute.
Thank you, Michael. Good evening. Again, I heartily welcome you all to this high school award night conducted by Southern California section of the American Chemical Society. At this time, I want to congratulate all our students who participated in the high school Olympiad examination. I really appreciate the enthusiasm and hard work of all our students who did a marvelous job in these competitions. Also, I thank all our teachers who really did work with these students all these months and all these years to get our students to step up to different levels in their study. Also, I thank Michael, Barbara, Jerry, and all our teachers for their dedication and hard work. Now, I call Michael for the next step in the program.
Thank you, Thomas. So I would like to explain the process. This is mostly for the parents. I think most of the students understand, but the process by which Chem Olympiad is structured. Every year in the late winter, early spring, typically March, all of the local sections across the country have the option of giving what we call the local exam. And it is a qualifying exam, 60 questions, 2 hours. And then the highest scorers on those exams in the local sections will get an invitation to take the national exam. Now, you get a limited number of national exams for each of the local areas. It's based upon how many members of the ACS are in your local section. So I always use this as a pitch to the teachers, please join ACS. If we have more members, we get more students that are able to participate. And we this year had 15, which is, I think we are at the moment the third largest local section in the country. We're a pretty big section. And now, they also put a limitation that there can be no more than 2 students from any one specific school that can participate in that exam. And that exam's a little more brutal. It's not just 60 multiple choice questions, but it is 2 hours of free response questions and 2 laboratory exercises. It's pretty much a whole day event. And this year, Barbara Belmont was very kind and hosted it for us at Cal State Dominguez Hills, and we're very grateful for that every year. Now, about 1,000 people nationwide will take part in that, just under 1,000. And what happens is they will grade the multiple choice section, and they will take about the top 100 scores there. And then they will grade the free response sections for those students. And that will narrow it down to 30 or 40 students. And then we'll grade the laboratory portion of the exam. And one of the reasons I explained that it happens in that order is for the students to understand, you've got to nail that multiple choice section to be considered. You can have a perfect FRQ, you can have a perfect lab, but they'll never grade them if you don't do well on that multiple choice section. Now, after all of those have been graded and weeded down, et cetera, the top 20 students will receive an invitation to attend the summer chemistry camp, the training camp. For many years, it was held at the United States Air Force Academy. It's bouncing around a little bit of late. The pandemic, of course, had some effect on that, but it will be in person this year from what I understand. Now, that training camp takes those 20 students, the top 20 chemistry high school students in the country, and will narrow it down again to 5, 4 of whom will represent the United States at the International Chemistry Olympiad, which is held each summer, and an alternate. And the Southern California section has been very fortunate in the past that we have placed many students on that team. We've brought home a lot of gold, silver, and bronze medals over the years and have really represented the United States wonderfully for this event. Okay, so that's kind of how the system works. This year, Southern California did not have any students that qualified for the national camp. It's about the first time in, what would you say, Barbara, about 10 or 12 years at least.
Yeah, I think about 10 years.
And it's worth noting that it is becoming extremely difficult on this exam. This exam is getting harder year after year. I had students in 2013 and 2014 that got perfect scores on the local exam. And you needed a 55 or above to qualify for the national exam here in Southern California. And now we're dropping into the low 40s. It's a tough test these days. And then when you take that national exam, there have been more than one time that Barbara and I are shooting emails to each other saying, what did they mean by question 37? What was going on with that, you know? So if you have moved on and you qualified for the national test this year, that's an accomplishment. And please, everybody, pat yourself on the back for that, because it was a tough test. It really was. Okay, so you've heard enough from me. All right, it's time for us to go through and to announce all of the top scorers. The names will be read by Caroline Morgan. We are not related to each other. We just happen to have taught at the same school, taught the same subject in 2 rooms side by side, and have the same hobbies and like the same music. But we are not actually related to each other, which confuses a lot of students. All right, so Caroline, take it away.
Rashom Malhotra, Harvard Westlake High School. Marius Ruthowski, La Cañada High School. Hovannes Marianyan, Van Nuys High School. Brian Kunzang, Palos Verdes Peninsula High School. Dylan Wang, Palos Verdes Peninsula High School. Highest scoring second-year students. Kai Bredemann, La Cañada High School. Jayden June, Van Nuys High School. Highest scoring students per school. Sonia Zhang, Arcadia High School. Tomas Rivera, Chaminade High School. Nathan Scherer, Clark Magnet High School. Aria Riasati, Francisco Bravo Medical Magnet High School. Konnie Duan, Harvard Westlake High School. Richard Zhu, North Hollywood High School. Zichi Li, Palos Verdes Peninsula High School. Theodore Danial, Redondo Union High School. Michael Wang, San Marino High School. Dylan Ochoa, Sierra Canyon High School. Jacob Woods, South Pasadena High School. Aaron Quan, South Pasadena High School. Katherine Gloyer, South Torrance High School. Stephanie Nguyen, South Torrance High School. Aaron Liem, St. Francis High School. Lydia Prokopovich, Venice High School. Jaden Sloson, Whitney High School. Highest scoring students: Brandon Ha, 17th place, Arcadia High School. Claire Lai, 17th place, Arcadia High School. Herrick Wang, 17th place, Arcadia High School. Selena Zhang, 17th place, Arcadia High School. Srinivasan Arumugham, 17th place, San Marino High School. Ziyu Wang, 17th place, South Pasadena High School. Jeshwanth Mohan, 13th place, Arcadia High School. Emmy Zhang, 13th place, Harvard Westlake High School. Quan, 13th place, South Pasadena High School. Jacob Woods, 13th place, South Pasadena High School. Kevin Hugh, 10th place, Arcadia High School. Weber Lin, 10th place, Arcadia High School. Michael Wang, 10th place, San Marino High School. Ian Chan, 8th place, Arcadia High School. Joshua Sujo, 8th place, Arcadia High School. Aria Riasati, 7th place, Francisco Bravo Medical Magnet High School. Sonia Zhang, 6th place, Arcadia High School. Nguyen Zhang, Arcadia High School. Zichi Li, 3rd place, Palos Verdes Peninsula High School. Theodore Danial, 3rd place, Redondo Union High School. David Zhang, 1st place, Temple City High School. And Konnie Duan, 1st place, Harvard Westlake High School. Southern California Section National Team. Sonia Zhang from Arcadia High School. Qin Zhang from Arcadia High School. Aria Riasati from San Francisco Bravo Medical Magnet High School. Emmy Zhang, Harvard Westlake High School. Konnie Duan, Harvard Westlake High School. Kai Bredemann, La Cañada High School. Lydia Qin, North Hollywood High School. Richard Zhu, North Hollywood High School. Zishi Li, Palos Verdes Peninsula High School. Theodore Danial, Redondo Union High School. Chun Hei Lincoln Lam, South Pasadena High School. Jacob Woods, South Pasadena High School. Michael Wang, San Marino High School. David Zhang, Temple City High School. Lydia Prokopkovich, Venice High School. First Olympiad highest scoring first year team was North Hollywood High School, teacher Altair Main. The Olympiad highest scoring overall team was Arcadia High School and their teacher Cheryl Minster.
I guess the ball's thrown to me. Wow. Thanks for the recitation, Carolyn. Every year when I see these exams and I see these test scores, I'm really, really blown away at what high school students can accomplish. And I don't know, for maybe 10 years, I've been coordinating the actual laboratory component. And those are really exciting too, because they reveal to us what we need in supplies ahead of time, but they don't tell us what the problems are. And so half of the fun is figuring out what the experiment's about and you know, how closely we need to conform to exactly what they say that you need, you know, whether you really do need a pipette that's graduated or if, you know, a dropper that has, you know, 0.25 milliliter graduations will do. So we're always having fun trying to figure out how these things go. But my point is that I'm really impressed with all of you, first of all, for wanting to take this exam. It shows that you're interested in your scholarly pursuits. It shows that you care about your topics that you're learning in high school. And I think it also prepares you for your future endeavors in which you're going to have, high stakes, high anxiety situations where you've now learned how to cope with all of this stuff and accomplish it with a lot of aplomb. So for those of you who this is your last year, I wish you a fantastic college career. Of course, you're going to college, right? I recognize that not everybody is going to go to chemistry. You probably already have your plans to, save the world in some other way. But if you do go into chemistry, don't forget that it's something that not everybody can do, and you have already proven that you can do it. For those of you who have another year to go, you've got another opportunity to take this exam again. And we're just so thrilled to have you and to be able to host you and to sort of continue this tradition that we've been doing as a local section of the American Chemical Society since about 1925 or so. We've been doing this for a long time. Not us, not Michael and Thomas and Gerald and me, not us. We haven't been around that long, but our great grandparents did this, and it's just really wonderful to carry the torch. And I look forward to your turn when you pick up the torch in your future endeavors. And that concludes my closing remarks.
Thank you, Barbara. I would appreciate it if everyone could just acknowledge the amazing number of people that it takes to make this event possible. Barbara and her folks over at Cal State Dominguez for hosting the National Lab, and then Jerry Delker, Thomas Mathew, and all of the wonderful people over at the ACS local office who spend a lot of time driving around, delivering exams, picking them up, coordinating where students can go if it's not being offered at their own school. And it's a huge volunteer effort. And I am really grateful to all of them for the help. I know that my students are grateful to all of them for the help. So let's clap real, real loud for them with them funny looking yellow hands.
Yay.
Yay. All right, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And that does conclude our little micro program. And we hope to see you in person next year, where we can actually have dinner together again. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.